is 93.7 Citizen FM, Abuja.
Good afternoon and welcome to the Citizen FM News at noon. I am Lawrence Almighty. The Office of the President of the Senate has issued a warning to the public regarding a fraudulent online loan application circulating on social media platforms. The fake offer, titled 200,000 naira palliative loan by the Senate, features a misleading image of the Senate's president, Senator Godswill Akpabio, alongside the coat of arms and the logo of the Central Bank of Nigeria. This deceptive scheme, posted on Facebook under the account name Temple Shot, falsely claimed to provide instant loan approval. Official spokesperson for the Senate President, Honorable Eseme Yibo, emphasized that the Senate has no affiliation with Temple Shot and is not associated with any Facebook handle operating under that name. And the Supreme Court has upheld the 5-year sentence of former House of Representatives member Farouk Lawan for receiving a bribe of $500,000 from Femi Otedola. Honorable Lawan was tried for receiving the bribe during a legislative probe into the fuel subsidy regime in 2012. The trial judge, Justice Angela Otaluka, held that Lawan demanded $3 million and received $500,000 from Femi Otedola in 2012 to remove Otedola's oil company, Zenon Oil and Gas, from the list of firms indicted for fraud in the fuel subsidy regime. She also held that Lawan was guilty of all 3 counts of corruption and bribery. Not satisfied, Lawan approached the appellate court, where his jail term was reduced from 7 to 5 years.
This is 93.7 Citizen.
Governor of Rivers State, Siminalayi Fubara, has declared his resolve to remain committed to the purpose for which he was elected and will not allow anything to distract governors. Governor Fubara restated this when he addressed newsmen on the heels of the Supreme Court's affirmation of his election as the governor of Rivers State. He said his triumph at the Supreme Court has led to raise the legal battles that added to the distractions his administration grappled with in the last 8 months.
It is a victory for the entire state. It's important for us to note that we need this victory to consolidate on the purpose of governance. We have had a few distractions here and there, and the good news that came to us this morning is a refreshing strength that will ginger us to continue the work of governance. I want to commend the President for his fatherly role on every issues that concern our state, not just the crisis, but also this particular litigation. It will also be unfair for me not to appreciate the minister, my other. I want to say thank you for all their support. And I want everybody to realize that Rivers State will have a dream of making it a highly competitive state.
Tony Cole of the APC, in his appeal, had asked the Apex Court to reverse both the Court of Appeal and Tribunal judgment, which upheld the declaration of Governor Fubara of the PDP as winner of the election.
Of course, the disappointment that we did not win because we believe that we had a very, very good case. But that notwithstanding, I want to congratulate all Rivers people for just seeing this through. And at the end of the day, I want to wish the governor, Siminalayi Fubara, all the best.
Still on judicial matters, the Sokoto State government has hailed the verdict of the Supreme Court, which upheld the election of Governor Ahmed Aliyu of the state. The Apex Court, in its lead judgment, that was delivered by Justice Tijani Abubakar dismissed an appeal by the PDP and its candidate Said Omar.
This is a judgment that is a victory for democracy, victory for the rule of law, victory for the people of Sokoto State, victory for the APC, and victory for our governor, our deputy governor, and our leader, His Excellency, distinguished Senator Ali Magatakadawa Mako. And I want to urge everybody, the peace-loving people of Sokoto State, to join hands with the Governor Ahmed Ali Sokoto FCNA to develop a new Sokoto State.
Everyone must lend a helping hand to ensure the African child is educated. This is the view of founder of Africa's Mission Global, who is also the wife of the General Overseer of the Redeemed Christian Church of God, Pastor Folu Adeboye. She was speaking at an event to mark the International Day of Education.
Many lives have been touched by our education programs. Schools have been built in some of the remotest parts of Africa for children who, prior to the intervention of the African Mission Global, had no access to education at all, and with no hope that they will ever have.
Ahead of the Edo State governorship election, no fewer than 7 All Progressives Congress aspirants have indicated interest in the race by purchasing their expression of interest and nomination forms for the primary election. Addressing newsmen after purchasing the forms at the APC National Secretariat in Abuja, some of the aspirants who expressed confidence in the party's determination to reclaim Edo State said their expression of interest is a clear demonstration of the party's readiness to take back the state. Meanwhile, the expression of interest and nomination forms were collected by various groups who defied the party's advice to prune down the number of aspirants for the primary contest slated for February the 17th. Kogi State Governor Yahaya Bello has installed and presented a staff of office to the new Ohinoyi of Ebira Land, Alhaji Ahmed Tijani Mohammed Anaje. The Ohinoyi stole became vacant in October last year following the demise of 95-year-old Dr. Ado Ibrahim. The governor, who said he was fulfilled by performing the all-important task of the appointment and installation, charged the royal father to ensure the safety and security of the people of the land.
God Almighty has given me the opportunity to perform this very all-important task in our life, the appointment and installation of the Ohinoyi of Ireland. To God be the glory.
And on the foreign scene, South Sudan has received over 500,000 people who are fleeing the conflict in neighboring Sudan, the UN's humanitarian agency says. In its latest situational report on the Sudan crisis, the UN Office for the Coordination of Humanitarian Affairs say almost 5,176,000 people have been recorded to have crossed the border to South Sudan since fighting broke out in Sudan. King Charles III was today admitted to a London hospital for scheduled surgery. Buckingham Palace said this is coming a week after revealing the British monarch will be treated for an enlarged prostate. And in sport, Nigerian striker Victor Osimhen says the most important thing for him is to win the African Cup of Nations with the Super Eagles and not the pressure of putting on an impressive individual performance in Ivory Coast. African Player of the Year Osimhen has scored just 1 in Nigeria's 3 games so far at the competition, with the Napoli striker missing a plethora of chances to add more to his tally. And that's the Citizen FM News at noon. I'm Lawrence Omoite. Good afternoon.